Welcome, I'm Technical Sergeant Franklin, your narrator for today's ceremony. Please stand for the arrival of the official party and playing of the national anthem. Room and go! Post. At ease. Please be seated. I would like to introduce members of the official party. Lieutenant Colonel Carlson, Commander of the 368th Training Squadron. Chief Master Sergeant McCord, Senior Enlisted Leader of the 368th Training Squadron. And Senior Master Sergeant Height, First Sergeant for the 368th Training Squadron. We also want to take the time for our students to introduce any family and friends that are present for today's graduation.
I'd like to introduce my wife Michaela and other members of my family coming from Wichita, Kansas.
I'd like to introduce my mom and dad coming from South Carolina.
I personally want to welcome and thank you all for supporting these airmen as they enter the next challenging phase in their careers. Please feel free to come forward at any time to take photos during today's ceremony. From all of the staff of the Pavements and Equipment Schoolhouse, we want to be the first to commend these Dirt Boys on achieving their goal and arriving at this momentous occasion. The Pavements and Equipment Apprentice course is 61 academic days and is divided into 3 different courses. The initial course is 35 days where the students train on water trucks, dump trucks, front-end loaders, fencing, material handling, compact track loaders, backhoes, excavators, and bulldozers. The second course is an inter-service course with 5 days of training in grader operations. Finally, the last course is the awarded course and is 21 days. The students train on multi-purpose sweeper operations, wartime contingency operations, and finally asphalt and concrete pavement construction. Each student receives 28 Community College of the Air Force credits upon graduation, which are applied toward an Associate of Applied Science in Construction Technology. Today, these airmen graduate and earn the right to wear the Civil Engineer Occupational Badge and the Dirt Duty Identifier Badge. Airman First Class Wilburn will now recite the heart of a Dirt Boy.
It's a quality of mind, a mental resolve, an attitude that turns a man beyond the normal and the mediocre to accomplish great things in all walks of life. Perhaps the most important thing in the heart of a dirt boy and a mediocre person is the difference between the one who gives up and the one who doesn't. It's a quality of mind that makes it a dirt boy. No matter what the situation is, we have the ability to grit our teeth and keep going. We don't quit. We refuse to give up. It's a quality of spirit that refuses to be beaten, a resolve in the mind to go on. No matter what happens, dirt boys dare to believe the impossible. We hurt, but keep on going. If we want to do great in our career or in life, We have to have an inner motivation, something to drive us. I call it desire. Dirt Boys have a fighting heart, a fighting spirit, the kind of attitude that can meet obstacles and difficulties and rise above them. You can go through the motions if that's the kind of person you are, but remember that Dirt Boys can smell and weed the weak out. Take pride in the things you do. The job might be bold, but it has to be done. Always remember, Dirt Boys paved the way. Deal with it.
It is time to welcome these students into our civil engineer family, the tacking on of our duty identifier Dirt Path by Chief Master Sergeant McCord, and the presentation of diplomas by Lieutenant Colonel Carlson. Class 23006, prepare to graduate. Going to the 49th Civil Engineer Squadron, Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, Airman First Class, Santiago Castillo. Going to the Triple Nickel Red Force Squadron, 555, Nellis Air Force Base, Las Vegas, Airman First Class, Sylvic Ketchewing. Going to the 49th Civil Engineer Squadron, Holloman Air Force Base, New Mexico, Airman Basic, Harley Guest. Going to the 554 Red Horse Squadron, Anderson Air Force Base, Guam, Airman First Class, Ian Arrejeta. Going to the 446 Civil Engineer Squadron, Joint Base Lewis McCord, Washington, Staff Sergeant Maxwell Maintown. Going to the Triple Nickel Red Horse Squadron, Nellis Air Force Base, Las Vegas, Airman First Class, Rafael Maniego.
I'm not doing that on purpose.
Going to the 193rd Red Horse Squadron, Fort Indian Town Gap, Pennsylvania, Airman First Class, Michael Matzi. Going to the 560 Red Horse Squadron, Charleston Air Force Base, South Carolina, Senior Airman Casey Robertson. Going to the 137 Civil Engineer Squadron, Will Rogers Air National Guard Base, Oklahoma, Airman First Class, Logan Smith. And going to the 354th Civil Engineer Squadron, Eielson, Alaska, Airman First Class, Mitchell Wilburn. Let's give another round of applause to our newest Dirt Boys. Congratulations, Dirt Boys. Please be seated. The award selection criteria applied to the whole person concept, giving the flexibility to weigh performance and academic achievement against other qualities. For example, we consider overall professional attributes such as leadership, followership, conduct, bearing, behavior, attitude, oral and written communication skills, problem-solving abilities, adaptability, and faculty and staff recommendations. We would like to recognize those students who have excelled throughout the course and have earned the Academic Achievement Award. To qualify for this award, the student must maintain a 90%, have no academic failures, and have no disciplinary actions. The Academic Achievement Awards go to Aaron Basic, guest. Airman First Class, you're ahead of. Airman First Class, Maniego. Senior Airman Robertson. Airman First Class Smith. And Airman First Class Wilburn. We would like to recognize one student who has excelled throughout the course and has earned the Distinguished Graduate Award. To qualify for this award, the student must maintain a 94% or higher GPA, have no academic failures, and have no disciplinary problems. The Distinguished Graduate Award goes to Staff Sergeant Mainhouse.
Go ahead, Sandy's right now. So we don't have that many distinguished graduates. Not every single graduating class has academic award winners, nor do they all have distinguished graduates. So it is a unique occasion, a momentous occasion that I'm able to recognize such a superior performer as Sergeant Mayhood. Because of that, I want to talk a little bit about the significance of the challenge coin I'm about to present to Sergeant Mayhood. So this legend has it that the challenge coin tradition dates back to World War I and aviators during that time. Evidently, there was an American aviator who was shot down over France, and he was captured by the Germans, who took all of his worldly possessions, except he retained a leather pouch around his neck that carried a coin which had his unit emblem on it. And so he managed to actually escape from German captivity and went on to find the French lines. The French didn't recognize him. They thought he might just be a German, and they were going to execute him. But then they found the coin that he carried and recognized it as a symbol from American airmen. So instead of sending him to prison or executing him, they sent him on his way with wine and food. So once he made it back to his base and talked to his American colleagues, it started to become a tradition that airmen would carry a challenge coin with them that was emblazoned with whatever unit they were a part of. That's also become a tradition in our Air Force for commanders to have their own coin to bestow upon deserving recipients. And I can't think of a better opportunity or a better time to present a commander's coin for excellence than on the occasion of distinguished graduates. So congratulations. I'll stand for please.
Next, we would like to recognize the following individual who has earned the next rank. When I call your name, please stand to be recognized. Being promoted to the rank of Airman First Class, Airman Basic, yes. Thank you. I will now turn the floor over to Lieutenant Colonel Carlson for words of inspiration.
All right, well, thanks everybody for coming today, and a big thanks to the family members and friends that are here today. I know my command team hears me say this all the time, but it never loses its meaning that your support for your family members and friends is absolutely appreciated and absolutely necessary, because at the end of a 4 or 6 year enlistment or a 20 or 30 year career, the only thing that we have after that is our family and our friends. And the one thing that remains constant through our careers is that support that we get from you all. So thank you very much for making the trip out here and taking the time to be here for your family members and loved ones. So it speaks volumes for that support to come all the way here for this. And I'm sure it means a whole lot for them, and they'll never forget that support that you give them. Now to the graduates, congratulations. Congratulations to our academic award winners, our distinguished graduate, and our promotee. You may think this is the end. We've done BMT, got through about 15 weeks of rigorous training here, but it's only the beginning. The Air Force is a learning organization. We learn from our mistakes, and we continue to improve ourselves and our organization through further education. You're going to have the opportunity to work on your CDCs, your career development courses, your CCAF, an opportunity to get a bachelor's degree, master's degree, and some of you may even go on to get a doctorate degree. The Air Force will support you in those efforts. So take those opportunities, because what we need you to do is be better than your counterpart in China or your counterpart in Russia. We are going to be challenged with fiscal and monetary constraints as well as manpower constraints going forward. What sets us aside is the skill and knowledge that our airmen, that you all, bring to the fight. So in the future, as we face strategic challenges posed by the Russias and the Chinas of this world, we need you to come in and see the problem from a different angle. Leverage your experience, leverage your education, take those opportunities to better yourself, because you're going to be the ones coming up with the solutions to this nation's and this Air Force's biggest problems. I'm excited for you to go on to your next operational base, because that means that you're going to continue that process of improving yourselves and the organizations that you become a part of. And I can say this in confidence that I can't wait to get back to the Operational Air Force so I can work with airmen of your caliber one day again soon. So congratulations, safe travels to your next duty station, and best of luck in all your future endeavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join the class in the Airman's Creed and the Air Force Song. Root and Hook.
I am an American airman.
I am a warrior. I have answered my nation's call. I am an American airman. My mission is to fly, fight, and win. I am faithful to a proud heritage, a tradition of honor, and a legacy of valor. I am an American airman. Guarding freedom and justice, my nation's sword and shield, its sentry and avenger. I defend my country with my life. I am an American airman. Wingman, leader, warrior. I will never leave an airman behind. I will never falter, and I will not fail. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, soon to meet our thunder. Adam now, give 'em the gun, give 'em the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flames from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, we're down with flames. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
At ease. This concludes our graduation ceremony. We invite everyone to stay to congratulate today's graduates, beginning with Lieutenant Colonel Carlson, Chief Master Sergeant McCord, Senior Master Sergeant Height, instructors, and family. Thank you.